In the United States, more than 3.5 million people are homeless each year. My goal is to inform my audience 3 factors as to why people become homeless. 1. Economic factors. 2. Political factors. And 3. Medical factors. Economic factors prevent people with finding a home and having a high enough income to afford things. There's a lack of affordable housing available for those with lower incomes. According to the National Low-Income Housing Coalition, across the country, a family would have to earn a housing wage of $15.37 an hour to be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment in an average fair market rate. As stated as the United States National Library of Medicine, approximately 15% of all low-income renter households live in units with severe or moderate physical damage, such as malfunctioning plumbing, heating, or electrical systems, poorly kept and dirty public areas, and insufficient maintenance. Low incomes are also an issue that hurts people in finding affordable and safe homes. The current minimum wage is worth 27% less than it was in 1968. The cost of living has continued to increase, but the value of minimum wage has continued to go down since the late 1960s. Because of these two things, the low income and lack of affordable housing, it makes people hard to find somewhere to live and causes homelessness. Political factors also play a role in the increasing number of homeless people. There are more budget cuts to programs that are out and made for people who are at or below the poverty line. One example is the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. This is a program that helps people who are pregnant or families with children afford things like food, shelter, utilities, and other expenses besides medical expenses. Also, if a political leader wanted to make a change, it's something that takes an extended amount of time. It's not something he can complete during his term in office. Because of this, politicians want the personal success, so they're not able to set up these programs because they don't want to pass on this credit to the next person in the office. Because the time it takes to create these programs and the cuts that are done by the people in the office to these programs is an issue that causes homelessness and gives people less material to help them out of it. Medical factors also play a major role when it comes to homelessness because of their increasing costs of medical treatments. Healthcare and insurance can cost a family $8,000 per year. There's approximately 31 to 46% of people who are homeless that report having a chronic medical problem, 40 to 60% that report having a substance abuse problem, and 53% that say they have both. Homeless adults are hospitalized 4 to 5 times more than the general population for medical issues and 100 times more for substance abuse issues. With these kinds of issues, it is difficult to bounce back from the rising costs of hospital visits and medical issues that put people further into debt and leave them no way out. My goal was to inform you the 3 factors that lead to the homelessness. 1. Economic factors. 2. Political factors. And 3. Medical factors. With there being 3.5 million people in the United States each year that are homeless, this is something that needs to be looked at, thought about, and focused on, and something that needs to be fixed.